All right, hello and welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we have a huge important conversation to have with the New York Knicks. For one, I know you see the title, the New York Knicks have a really big problem. Now, the problem aside from being down 0-2, which is the biggest problem, and the problem outside of, well, they don't have a bench and the Pacers are significantly less tired at the end of the games than the Knicks are. I mean, if you're not watching these games, if you haven't checked out my first video predicting this, I did bring up, and I thought this was important, the reason why I chose Pacers in 6 was because they, for one, play so fast and they utilize a deeper bench, which allows them to, by the end of the games, continue to move, and the Knicks would be tired because they have such a tight rotation. I mean, damn. These guys were tired, huffing and puffing at the end of the game, and game 1 as well, and it's very obvious they just don't have the manpower throughout the course of a game to physically be, in good shape. But what I want to highlight more than anything is Karl Anthony Towns has been struggling on defense, and I mean to a really insane degree that he wasn't in foul trouble today. Only got 28 minutes. Reason why? He just is not physical enough on the defensive end, and he gets blown by relatively easily. I'm going to go ahead and show you 4 scenarios in film review right now. So I'm going to remove my face and we'll go to film. Alrighty, so here we are. We got some film going. Now, I need to say this right off the bat. In a game where the Pacers won by 5, Karl Anthony Towns had a team low -20 ±. The next closest person was -10 in Jalen Brunson. But I need to mention this because you only lost by 5 and you were down 20 in the course of a game with Cat in. Like, that's crazy. And Cat is a phenomenal offensive powerhouse. But these are the things defensively. Let's get it going. TJ McConnell dribbling up top. We got Campaign on Neesmith. We have Mitchell Robinson on Pascal. We got McCall on Benedict Mathurin. TJ McConnell dribbling with his left hand. Okay, just quick crossover. Nothing special, but you can already tell early on he's got a quick beat on Cat. So he just drives in, and now he's fronting him. Cat's just slower 2 steps. TJ McConnell's in front of him. McCall's got the decision to attack TJ and force TJ to make the pass on the inside. What does TJ do? Says, nope. McCall doesn't commit to me. I'm just going to go up with it. And that's just too easy. But I cannot stress this enough. TJ McConnell is a guy who is not deemed an offensive threat. He is a guy who, throughout the course of the regular season, has only averaged 9 points per game. Throughout the playoffs, has only averaged 8 points per game. And you let him, knowing that he's not a three-point threat, blow by you so easily. He is not someone who's going to light it up from the three-point shot at all. He's a pretty straightforward player in that he's a true point guard, and that's really all you're going to get from him. Now, I know for those of you stat keepers, you're looking at how he's doing in the playoffs from 3. They're like, wait. He's not a three-point shooter. He's shooting 42% from 3 in the playoffs. Well, let me tell you this right now. This game 0 for 2, game before 0 for 1. He's only shot 5 threes. He's 2 for 5 in the playoffs. And all this time, he's only shot 5 threes for a reason. He's not a three-point shooter. It's not what he does. He only shoots if he's wide open. But anyway, back to the point. Cat's got to recognize TJ's not a three-point shooter. Why am I so up close? The worst he's going to do is shoot a contested 3. You're a 7-footer, dude. Just have your hands up. Instead, he's way too close, doesn't know the scouting report, and just gets blown by. And that's 2 points for the Pacers off of a guy, again, who his strong suit isn't shooting. The worst he's going to do is hit these little mid-range shots, these pretty close shots, because that's what TJ McConnell likes to do, and you let him get to his spot. Okay, so this is a dual highlight here. We got the reason why Cat's so beloved on the offensive end, being able to attack the basket. Really solid finish there. Moving to the defensive end here, this is where it gets ugly, right? This is good defense so far. Pascal Siakam got the ball. Cat on his grill, hands up. Pascal's like, okay, what can I do right now with the shot at 6 seconds? His options are limited. He's either got to just outright attack the basket or get a mid-range shot. Cat has to know this. He has to know this. So let's see how he plays this out. Step in, step back, pull up. Now Cat's trying to adjust because he's like, damn, all he did was a little step in and out, and now he's just pulling up. So Cat's saying, okay, well, I got to try and make up some ground here. Goes up, but he fouls him. He fouls him, gives him the N1. It's like, my guy, what are we doing? Just a simple in and out. It's the slow reaction time from Cat. Look, steps in, steps out, pull up, horrible foul, and a bucket. Cat, as good as he is on the offense end, right? I showed it earlier. Neesmith, great finish. You know, in 28 minutes, he had what, 20 points, which is really good, right? You're getting 20 points in 27 minutes, really good. But dude, defensively is where you're getting killed, and it is not acceptable. Another offense I'll highlight here. This is a reason why you keep Cat on the court. Check this out. Gets the ball, fake passes it out, attacks inside, really physical finish, and one. Great play, Cat. Okay, that's why you keep him on the court. Well, this is why he wasn't on the court as much as he normally is for shit like this. Let me show you right now. Miles Turner, pump fakes, McCall contest. Cat shows like, oh, I'm going to be here for help side. So Miles Turner kicks it out to Tyrese. Horrible closeout. I mean, god damn. Cat, this is a horrible closeout. There is one thing to not keep your man in front of you. There is another thing to get beat so badly that you can't even recover to anyone else because Tyrese is just going to get to the rack and there's nothing else you can do. So check this out. Horrible closeout, get beat so badly. Typically a teammate can say, oh, let me help you out, and then Cat can get the free man. But he got beat so badly, Miles Turner had the seal. This is just such an easy bucket for Tyrese. I mean, this is Cat. You do a great thing on the offensive end, and that's why you're on the court. But this is unacceptable, dude. You know who you're on. You know it's Tyrese. Why are you giving him so much space to begin with? But then you give a half-ass closeout, and it's not like he's not trying. Obviously, we know Cat's trying. You know, he's a really team-first player, really puts his teammates in a good position to win, you know, by passing the ball and hyping him up. But defensively, man, oh, God, this is bad. That is inexcusable. And that, again, it's only why you're getting 27 minutes in game 2. You just got exposed on defense, and you already know Pacers saw that on the first game through film. They're like, okay, we got to make sure we take advantage of this more. Okay, we got to switch from McCall to Cat. Miles Turner sets the screen, so Cat's got to get up on Tyrese. Tyrese, just a quick crossover. Now coming inside, and already, look at the footwork of Cat. This is horrible footwork. I mean, dude, you are damn near standing up against a player who's going to accelerate faster than you. So because of that, it opens Cat up to getting attacked inside. And again, he's not going to have the quicker step. He's damn near standing up. So Tyrese recognizes this. He's like, I can easily get the first step. But as the play goes on, just goes in, fakes out, steps back, and just got taken advantage of. Not a bad contest, right? But this right here is because of your bad first step. I mean, check this out, right? This is a lot of space. This is how he gets the shot off. Lot of space right here. Let me pull this back in. He's standing up right there. That is going to cause you problems. Tyrese briefly fumbles the ball, regathers, and just gets enough space. And if you just get down, get lower, get a quicker reaction off that, you can do so much more. And trust me when I say this. Trust me when I say this. There are more highlights because Cat, you know, you look at Rudy Gobert, and for all the faults he has on the offensive end, defensively, the paint protection is on another level. And, you know, when Cat was in Minnesota, you could make up for Cat's defense because Rudy Gobert could be there to protect the paint. If Cat were to make mistakes like that, Rudy's there with paint protection saying, look, this area is off limits. If there's problems with Cat's defense, Rudy's going to help it out. With the Knicks, Cat's the 5. He is, you know, the anchor on defense. And when he needs to have help side defense, he's not a big presence in the paint. He's just really not good at contesting like that. And it is causing issues for the Knicks. This is a big problem. And I mean a problem that isn't fixable, because let's say you put Mitchell Robinson in and Mitchell's playing good. He's playing physical, really playing some solid defense. The problem with Mitch is that offensively, I'm not going to say he's a black hole, but he does not shoot the ball. He's a real good alley-oop threat. But everywhere else, he's honestly a black hole. Not a good free throw shooter. Not someone you want shooting the ball at all. He's really got to be inside the paint to do anything. And even then, he's not a post-up kind of guy. It's not his strong suit, right? So this is a problem that is like, okay, you can look at film and say, well, you know, we can clean up on this. Sure, you can try to hide Cat, but he's your center. You can't hide your center. You can try to do things to make up for it by using OG and McCall, but you cannot hide your center. Should the Knicks consider going Mitchell 5, Cat 4? Listen, I'm just spitballing here. I'm not saying that's going to be effective. I'm just spitballing here because the reality is you are in do or die situation. Game 3 is a must win. If you're from the future and you already know what happens in Game 3, I hope that Cat cleaned up his act a bit more defensively. If you're watching this way in the future, you already know the outcome of the series. I guarantee you Cat's defense is a big factor in the Pacers' success. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other things. But the biggest problem right now for the Knicks, outside of being down 0-2, of course, and outside of being gassed at the end of the games, because that to me is a bigger problem. The biggest problem in terms of just the players is Cat. His defense is getting exposed right now to the point where I genuinely am not sure if the Knicks have any chance at coming back in this series. I am concerned. Obviously, you see 2-0 and you're thinking, well, no shit. But dude, this is me coming from a point where I had the Pacers winning anyway, trying to be as objective as I can. I think the Knicks get at least 1, maybe 2, but they have to rely on their clutch shots more than they'd want to. At some point, you can't win every 2-3 minute game where you're tied or you're up 2 or you're down 2. Like, those games can go either way because the Pacers are so good at hitting clutch shots themselves. You got to rely on quarter 1 through 3 and be consistent there, and then get your good leads, get your big leads like OKC, right? OKC does the same thing to where you don't have to put yourself in a position where you're huffing and puffing the last minutes of regulation. So we'll see how it goes. It's concerning times if you're a Knicks fan. Let me know what you guys think. Greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. This is I've Been Different. We've been different. And we out.